What's up, everybody? It's your girl Thickness with the Quickness, and you are watching me on my YouTube channel. But before we get started, I would like for you to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, because every time your girl Thickness with the Quickness upload a video, you will get first to get notified. You guys, come on in, get you a seat, go get you something to drink, go get you some snacks, okay? But I'm allowing you guys to come over here and drink and eat in my front room, but don't make a mess. And if you do, clean up behind yourself, okay? So you guys, I am going to be sharing a story with you that was my experience. This happened to me, and this is the way I dealt with it, okay? So get everybody out the room that does not like cursing, telling it like it is, sensitive. You guys go ahead and leave the room right now. I'm gonna give you guys a minute, because I want to make sure that I get this story out right, and I want you guys to feel what I was feeling at that time, okay? And if you're sensitive, just go ahead and leave. I'm just gonna tell you right now. You're sensitive, you don't like cursing, just go ahead and leave right now. Get all the children out the room. Tell them that TT, Thickness with the Quickness, still love them, and they can come watch me when this is over. But this is grown folks talk right here, because I gotta tell y'all this story, okay? I'm telling you this story hoping that this doesn't happen to nobody. It's not that bad of a story, but it's enough to make somebody get checked. And I wasn't the one getting checked. I checked somebody, okay? So come on in. All right, let's get started, you guys. You guys, this story is about dating on a dating app. Something that I never have done, and I always been against dating on a dating app. But I tried it for the very first time. So, and how I tried it for the very first time, because one of the girls that I used to hang around with was on the dating app. So this is around the time when the pandemic had just hit, and they was locking down everything. So me and my associate, who we always hung out together, she called me. She was like, "What you doing the weekend?" I said, "Well, I'm probably not going to be doing too much of anything. What's going on?" She said, "Well, why don't you come down here, or I'll come up to your house?" I said, "You know what? I'll come down there." So I went down there, went to my daughter's house. So when I got there, I cooked a little something, and then I called her and let her know that I was there. So she come over. So when she came over, she had her little drinks and everything. So we sat down, we ate, and we was drinking and everything. So usually when we do this, we are venting to each other, like how our week was, how work was going. So we usually just vent to each other. But since the pandemic was coming and they was locking down everything, we wanted to get our last vent in with each other. So, and that's what we did. So, we chilling, we drinking, we chilling. So she began to tell me about her week. So she telling me how everything went, and she was going through this and going through that at work and everything. So then it became my turn to tell her what I was going through, you know. So as I started talking to her, she just started going at her phone. She just texting and ha ha on her phone. So I'm like, what's up with that? So then when I saw her doing that, I just stopped talking, you know. So then she was like, start talking up again. She started telling me again, like, what was going on, how it went on. I'm like, girl, for real? And I'm sipping. As we talking, I'm steadily sipping. So she was like, girl, yeah, and this happened. My boss did this and this and that. And that. So she telling everything that was going on. So I'm listening. She got my fully attention. So, and I'm like, oh, okay. So then when it became my turn again, you know, she back in her phone, texting. And I'm looking at her like, hold the fuck up. What's going on? I'm like, wait a minute. Every time I get ready to talk to you about what's going on with me, you in your phone. So she was like, oh man, I'm sorry, go ahead, So I started telling her again what was going on and within my week and what I was going through. She back in her phone again, texting and smiling, I said, oh, hold the fuck up. I said, this shit is over with. So I got up and pulled out the rest of my drink, start putting the food away, turning off the light, and I say, let yourself out when you're done. Wait, why you mad? Why you mad? I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what you trying to tell me? I said, the whole time I'm trying to tell you what was going on in my day, you're on your phone. I said, that was rude. I say, every time you talk, you got my fully attention. So I'm pissed off. So the party's over. Let yourself out when you're ready. No, wait a minute. Let me tell you what's going on. I'm like, well, what's going on? She said, well, I know you totally against this, but I gotta tell you, I am on a dating app. And I was like, okay, what the fuck that got to do with me? I'm trying to tell you my situation. You get what I'm saying? I don't give a damn about a dating app, okay? So she was like, well, I know you against it, but I'm on a dating app. I've been talking to these 3 guys for the last 3 months, and I'm really digging the first guy that I've been talking to. The second guy I'm talking to and the third guy, I'm not really into them. See, here's a picture of them. Here's the first guy. Ain't he handsome? I'm like, yeah, he's handsome. I said, well, let me see what the second guy looked like. The second guy was handsome as well. The third guy, baby, he was the mwah. I'm telling you, he was what I like, okay? So anyway, she's like, I really don't like the third guy and the second guy. I'm more like the first guy, which that's her type. And I'm like, okay, and what they got to do with me? You know, I'm still pissed off because she didn't listen to what my day was, okay? So anyway, she telling me that, you know, she been talking to them for the last 3 months, and she was talking about she about to let the other 2 go and just stick on with him. And I'm like, that's cool. She said, well, you know the pandemic finna come. You might as well. I'm like, might as well what? Well, I'm just making a suggestion. You should get on the dating app too. I said, girl, no, I ain't getting on no dating app. I don't do the dating app. That dating app is not for me. She was like, well, what you gonna do? The pandemic finna come. You know they finna shut down everything. And I'm like, yeah. I said, well, I gotta figure out something to do. She said, well, why not get on a dating app? At least that'll keep you busy, you know. And I'm like, nah, it ain't for me. I'm like, well, whatever. She said, well, you know what? Since you ain't gonna do it. She said, come on over here. Let me set up your profile. I said, you ain't gotta set me no profile because, honey, I ain't finna get on no dating app. No, not me. Not today. Not today. I'm not finna get on no profile and get no dating app and all of this stuff. I said, girl, please. I said, if I can't find my sunshine walking down the street or at the hardware store or at the grocery store or at work, I don't need him. If he ain't doing all of that, I ain't finna be talking to nobody on the dating app. She said, well, girl, she said, I'm finna send you the app. I said, don't send that app to me. I'm like, I don't even want to get on the app. Don't send the app to me. She said, I just sent it to you. So she sent the app and everything. So we end up chopping it up. The day went on and we laughed a little bit. And then, you know, she went home. And then that next morning, I went home. So I get a text, school shut down. No more school. The kids going to be out of school. Then I looked up. My job sent me a text message saying that we won't be working for a while because of the pandemic. And I'm like, oh crap, now what? So this is like 3 weeks later. So one day I just get bored out of my mind. I get bored. I'm like, what I'm gonna do? So I remember that she sent me the dating app. So I went ahead and went on the dating app. I was like, I ain't in that. So I put my phone down. So I started doing something else, got a little bit busy again. So then when that was over with, I went back and picked up the phone again and went back on the dating app again and looking and see whatever it is. So I say, you know what? I'm just going to see what's to it. You know, Curious George, that's me. I'm just going to see what's to it. So I went ahead and I started putting in my profile, my information and all of that, everything. So I had completed it. So late on that night, my notification is going off. It's like just going crazy, like ding, 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 ding. it's just going off, going off, going off, going off. I'm like, man. So I got up and went out the room, and I came back. It was still going off. I'm like, man, what is going on? So, it kept going off, 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 off. I said, okay, let me check and see what is going on. So I get on it, you guys, pick up the phone. I pick up the phone, you guys, and I had about 100 notifications from men from everywhere. Okay. So I was like, wow, it was so many. I had to turn the notification off to stop it. I'm like checking everybody, looking through their profile, see if I like them. We got something in common, and it's not another. Now I began to text some of them, back. Hey, how you doing? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So on these dating apps, these people put in their profile things about themselves. It's not true. You got to be careful with that. Okay? You have to be very careful when you're on these dating apps. I'm like on a dating app at least about a month now, back and forth, with these guys. Out of all of those guys, I end up with two people that I thought was so, okay. You know what I'm saying? Something that I did, So anyway, we're going to call them number one and number two. Okay, number one, he was at home as well because of the pandemic. He was working from home. Number two was a truck driver. Okay, number two, he was cool. We got along, we vibed, we text a lot, but he was a truck driver. So when he got back on the road, it'd be kind of hard for him to get back in touch with me because he's on the road. Me and number one, we kind of got something going on back and forth with each other. Okay, number two, it's kind of a little difficult because he's a truck driver, but I only can talk to him every now and again. So mind you guys, this is almost 3 months that I'm texting with these two guys. One day, the truck driver, he was like, listen, baby, he said, I be on the road all the time and I can't always catch your text. When you text me, let's exchange numbers. So I was kind of comfortable with that. I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and change the number with him. So me and him had changed the number, and we would talk. So we like talking back and forth. But I noticed number one never even gave it a thought to ask me for my phone number. And I talked more to him than I did with number two. Really digging number two. Me and him on the same page, everything. Number one, I kind of liked him a lot because I talk more, text more with him. I text a lot more with him. I noticed every time I text with number one, when I text with number one, he would always talk about his wife. Him and his wife was divorced, but they had kids, 2 kids with each other. So every time he would text me, he would always say something bad about her, whether he calling her a B and I just don't like her, I hate her guts, and all the time he just keeps saying stuff about this lady in the text message. And I'm like, why do he keep saying these things about this woman? I don't know, but I just didn't like it. So I told him, I said, you know what? Every time you talk about your ex-wife, you don't have to talk about her like that to me, because that's a turnoff to me for you to be disrespecting her like that. He texts back, oh, I'm sorry, I'm just mad at her because the way the divorce went and this and that. I'm like, things happen. I said, you got to move on. So, we kind of feeling each other, back and forth. We just cool. We texting back and forth. So I noticed, you guys, he started to say things about me on the side, whether it was my hair, my makeup, my clothes, it was like, do you always wear makeup? Do you always have your hair combed? You always got to look like that? Do you always dress like that? I'm just sitting here looking at your pictures on your profile. It seems like you don't have not one picture on here without makeup on. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Motherfucker, when you saw me on that profile, you saw me with hair and makeup on. Now all of a sudden you figure that you're comfortable with me, that you can start to address me. I ain't saying nothing about that regular ass beard you got and that nappy ass head. Okay? I haven't said anything about him at all. Okay? So, a couple more weeks going by, we like into 4 months of texting. He's steadily talking about his wife. So he asked me one day, he said in the text message, he was like, how long does it take for you to get ready? And I text him back, I say, why? Are you so concerned about how long it takes for me to get ready? I'm a woman. And women, we take time to get ourselves together. Some of us anyway, definitely me. So I say, why is that a concern of yours? Because I just want to know if I decide to take you out, how many hours I got to give you. I said one thing about me, if you're going to take me out, you better call me the day before and let me know that me and you are going out together. Okay? Oh, you mean to tell me I can't pop up at your house and take you out? I said, no, you cannot. I said, you better call me before you come to my door, and you better let me know if you want to take me out anyway. You better let me know the day before. Okay? Oh, is that the way it is? Yes, it is that way. Okay? I said, now, if I'm digging you, I just might change things around. Okay? So he was like, okay, I get it, So then, we talking every day. We texting every day, Then it seems like every time he texts me, he's saying something about me, asking me questions about myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why you so concerned about me? Y'all, it clicked. This guy is jealous. He got a jealous streak in him. And it's coming out slowly but surely. You are intimidated about the way I look, and you worry about that. I'm not even yours. I'm not even your woman. So why are you so concerned about me and what I'm doing with myself? So anyway, you guys, it kept going on, but we're still texting and everything. Meanwhile, I'm still talking to number two. Number two, down to earth, liking him a lot, just getting to know him and just real all the way around. You get what I'm saying? It still is real today. Okay? So, anyway, still talking to this person that got a bandana against the world is what I'm feeling from him. Because if he ain't talking about his wife, he trying to come for me. You coming from the wrong person, because you're not going to say just anything to me and think you're going to get away with it. You got to be a bit more careful when you're trying to come for me. Okay. So you guys, this is about, we like 4.5, almost 5 months in talking, texting on the phone. Not one time he asked me for my phone number. Not one time. So the holiday was coming around. Thanksgiving was coming up, and I was going to be leaving the state. So I'm texting him on the phone. I'm like, I'm going to be leaving and going to another state for the holiday. So I know I probably won't be texting you for a while like that. And he texts back, okay, I understand, but I got one more question. And I want to ask you. And I said, what is that? He said, have you ever thought about losing weight? I said, what the fuck did you just say? And that's what I text him in the text message. I said, what the fuck did you just say? I say, here's my phone number. Call me right now. Call me right now. Here's my phone number. Call me right now. Y'all, everything was silent. I didn't hear from him no more that night. He did not text no more that night. I said, what's going on? I asked you to call me. You have not called me yet. What's going on? Y'all, silent. So I say, something is up with this dude. I got to know. I need to know. He is so evil, saying evil things And this is what I'm thinking now, because now I don't want to date you anymore. I want to get to the bottom of why you're hurting so bad. So all the dating thing and me liking him, all that went out the door when you start questioning me about my appearance. I just knew that was over with. So I'm not even looking at him as being anything involved with him. I just want to know, what is his problem? Why do he have so much against women? So you guys, he did not text me none at night. So usually in the morning, he be the first one to text, good morning. No text, good morning. That afternoon, I didn't even get a good afternoon, none of that. So I text him. I said, hey, what's going on? He texts back, nothing going on, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, when he said that, I hurried up and text back like, I told you to call me, why you didn't call me? Oh, I got busy and I had to take care of some stuff. I said, you couldn't text me back and tell me that you was busy? I said, that's unusual. So then I just chilled. I waited for a minute. So I said, call me now. Y'all, an hour went by. He still didn't call. I said, something is up with this dude. I got to know, and I need to know why he is not calling. The first thing I was thinking, like, he with somebody. He got a whole family, you know. But then I was like, okay, if that's true, okay, I get it. But I said, it's something else, and I don't know what it is, but I got to know, and I need to know. So an hour passed, you guys. So finally my phone rang. I knew it was him because it was a different area code. So I was like, okay. So soon as it rang on the second time, I picked it up. Hello? I hear some heavy breathing like that. I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, who breathing like this? And I'm like, hello? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I said, hello. He was like, how you doing? And I'm like, what? Yeah, you sound just as beautiful as your picture. Y'all, the man had a stutter problem. Okay? You doing all this talking and nitpicking, talking about your wife, and you trying to pick at me, and man, you stutter. Y'all, I ain't against nobody and their flaws, but this man was nitpicking at me and talking about his wife like a dog, and you got a stutter problem. So he was like, yeah, your voice is just as pretty as you are. And I said, well, thank you. Like that. He said, well, as you can see, I have a stutter problem. And I'm like, yeah, and a whole bunch of other issues as well. You know, this is what I'm thinking to myself. And I don't give a fuck who likes it or not. I don't care. I've been having this stutter problem all my life. And I don't give a damn who likes it. So I said, well, we all have flaws. No one's perfect. You know, I say, but you can't hold people accountable for your flaws. That's what you can't do. So guys, I'm thinking, I said, this man is angry because he have a stutter problem. This is why he took so long of calling me, or even trying to give me his phone number. If I would have never asked for his phone, if I would have never told him to call me, he would have never offered me that phone number. I would have never got a chance to talk to him because he was trying to keep that away from me as much as possible, because what he was trying to do, make me like him enough to ignore the fact that he had a stutter problem. This is what I get. I wasn't tripping. Everybody have their own issues. But don't try me. Don't pick at me and you got issues. Okay? So, you guys, we about like, I want to say like 5 or 6 months, maybe 4 or 5 months into talking or more. Okay? Talking on the phone and all of this. So, I was like, let's video chat. Ooh, that's what you want to do? I say, yeah, I'm finna hang up right now. I'm gonna call you right back. Let's video chat. So guys, I video chat him, right? So when I video chat him, y'all, he's sitting in the dark. I'm sitting in light, like you guys can see me. I'm sitting bright eye, bushy tail, everything. So I'm like, hey, I can't see you. Oh, you can't see me? I say, no. I said, turn on some lights. I said, why would we video chat and you can see me, but I can't see you? I said, if you don't sit in no light, I'm just going to hang up the phone. Oh, no, don't do that. You really want me to sit in some light? I said, yes, I do. So, guys, he sit in some light, and I got a chance to look him in his face. Y'all, when I looked him in his face and I looked into his eyes, I seen a lot of hatred and hurt in this man. Just the way his eyes were. I don't know if you understand when a person got a evil soul, their whole face expression, their eyes just look evil. And this is what I saw in him, an evil, hurt narcissist. That is all I saw. So I'm really just turned off. So in my mind, I'm thinking how I'm finna shut you down. So we talking. He would never look me in my face. I said, well, I can't. Look at me. I'm talking to you. Look at me because I'm looking at you. He kept turning off. He wouldn't look. So when he would start talking, he stuttering. So when he started talking, I just immediately started looking at his lips. You get what I'm saying? Now, y'all, don't come for me in these comments because I'm telling you how this shit went, and I'm getting mad all over again. So we go through that little video chat and all of that stuff, and guys, that was the only one we did. He never wanted a video chat again. So anyway, we talking on the phone again. He want to start talking about his wife, calling all out her name and this, that, and other. Now this is the day before Thanksgiving. So no, this is 2 days before Thanksgiving. I'm getting ready to get on the highway. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you go. I'll talk to you when I get where I'm getting to, and let you know that I'm there. And he was like, okay, cool. So you guys, I get what I'm driving to where I'm getting to, and I'm thinking, I said, you know what? I ain't with nobody with no bad energy. Life is too short. I ain't got time for that, especially not with no man that got issues. And I mean, his issues are so deep, it probably be deeper than his stuttering and his wife, and you could just tell that he's a nitpicker. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I ain't with that. So I'm in my mind, I'm already thinking, I'm gonna let that go. I'm just trying to figure out how to let it go. But I could have been just nasty and just, change my number and all of that. I said, but no, I said, I got to keep being nosy is what I'm saying, because I could have just left it on, but I just had to get to that. I just wanted to know what was to it and why was this man so hurt and angry. So anyway, you guys, so I get to the house and everything. I get settled down. I text him and say, hey, I'm here. I'm tired. I'll get with you another day. But the next morning he texts me. So when he texts me, I said, what is your zodiac sign? He said, I'm Aquarius, but don't believe nothing you hear about Aquarius men. And I said, okay. He was like, why? I said, because I'm into zodiac signs and I want to read up on your sign. I know every sign is not the same, and I'm not saying all of that. Everybody have a different demeanor of themselves. I'm just talking about this guy. So anyway, I never got a chance I never read his zodiac sign. So I end up calling him. So we're talking on the phone, and all of a sudden he back talking about his wife again. I'm like, y'all, it's to a place where you could just hear the hate that he have for his wife. Just him calling her all out her name and putting her down. I said, hold up. I said, where's your wife at right now? Oh, she's married with a whole nother husband. And I say, okay, now it's starting to make sense. You're jealous. I said, how long y'all been divorced? Oh, we've been divorced for about 7 years. Soon as we got divorced, she got married. I said, oh, how? How long was it? He said, it was a month later when she got divorced. I said, oh, she was with that man the whole time, baby. I said, she was with that man the whole time to marry him within a month after y'all just got divorced. He like, no, it's not true. She did not marry him and was with him when I was with him. I say, please. So now it's making sense. You're mad. Your wife moved on. You don't have anybody. You got to fight and hide the person that you is behind a text message. So nobody knows that you have your issues. Okay, this is just what I'm thinking. It could not, it probably ain't true. It's just what I'm feeling right now because the way he's been coming for me. So, but I want him to keep on coming because I got something for his ass because I done already made up my mind. Ain't nothing you got for me. Ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing in common. I'm going to keep it pushing. You going to keep it pushing. So anyway, Thanksgiving come up, Thanksgiving the next day. So I text him and say, hey, I'm going to be busy all day. Got to run around, take care of some things, get dinner for Thanksgiving and whatever. So anyway, y'all, I go to the store. This is what I'm telling you this. Be careful when you're on these dating out because you never know who you might run into. So I was in the store shopping in a whole nother state. And I noticed that this man was staring at me. I mean, he was staring at me. It was a pleasant stare, and it was like a flirtation stare. He was just staring at me, and baby, and I'm gonna tell you, he was fine like wine. And I was like, ooh, he cute, but he's staring at me. You know what I'm saying? So I go down the aisle. He come up the same aisle. He said, I know you. I said, no, you don't know me. I said, how you know me? I said, I don't even live here. He said, I know you. I said, no, you don't. He said, matter of fact, I just said good morning to you in a text message. I'm like, me? He was like, yeah. And I'm like, how? Where? He said, ain't you on a dating app? I said, nope, I'm not on no dating app. I ain't never been on no dating app. He said, yes, you is. He said, matter of fact, you said that you just turned on your notification and you saw me and you went ahead and liked me. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, show me that. So he pulled out his phone, he showed me, and y'all, Lord and behold, there go me. I said, ouch! That was too close to home for me to run into somebody on a dating app. I was like, ooh, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. He said, I'm good. He said, we just spoke this morning and said hello, and I say have a happy Thanksgiving and everything. I said, we sure did. He said, well, he said, I just want to say to you, he said, you look just like all your pictures and you are so beautiful. He said, I just want to say nice meeting you. I said, wow, I'm still in the daze because I'm kind of frightened, but I'm okay. You know what I mean? I'm like, wow, this is crazy to run into somebody, that you've been talking to on a dating app and, you see them in the store and they recognize you. So I'm like, okay. But he was real cool. We kind of said our goodbyes and he kept saying, well, keep communicating with me. I like texting with you and everything. So that was that. So I went my way, he went his way. But baby, when I tell you somebody that was fine, he was one good looking man. It smelled so good. He smelled so good that he had the next 3 hours smelling good and he wasn't even standing there. Come on, somebody. All right. So back to this thing. So I get home and I'm in my mind like, I ain't finna, this man is bringing too much bad energy for me. He's bringing my energy down. You know, when you round hurt people make you feel like something is going on with you. Like you got a problem or something. And I'm good. I'm enjoying, I'm getting ready to enjoy my holiday. But you got this person got a lot of hate in his heart and saying lots of mean things about his wife and trying to come at me. You don't come at me because I'm not coming at you. Be careful. Be mindful of me because I'm always mindful of others and him as well. So anyway, I get back, settle down and everything. So I text him and I'm like, hey. He's like, hey. So then he called me. I'm like, what's going on? So we talking and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, I got me 3 plates that I'm going to be picking up. I'm going to be straight for Thanksgiving because I'm not cooking. Like, yeah, you ain't got nobody cooked for because you at home alone with your evil self. Like that. So he told me, well, I'm going to go get a plate from my niece. And then I'm going to get a plate for one of my cousins. And then I'm going to go get a plate for my ex-wife. I say, you going to get a plate for your ex-wife? He said, yeah, my ex-wife and her husband going to be cooking. And they said that I could come over and get a plate. And I said, not the ex-wife that you calling her all kind of bitches and you going to get a plate from her. What do you mean? I said, just what I said. I said, you talked about that lady like a dog and now you going to go get a plate that she cooked with her new husband. They in the kitchen, butt naked, dicks and pussy swinging everywhere around all the food and you going to get a plate. Oh, is that what you thinking? You hell yeah. Because every man and woman in the kitchen cooking together, they touching and feeling and having a good time. So you going to go get the plate that they slamming pussy juice and dick juice all over and you going to go get a plate. The same woman that you don't like, you calling her out your name. Because now y'all are mad, you know, because you sit up and you talk about this lady. So what are you upset? No, I'm not upset. I'm just telling you what the real deal is. So anyway, we steadily talking, we talking. So I say, you know, the strange thing happened to me today. I was at the store and I ran into a guy that said that he know me on the dating app. And we talked for a few minutes and everything, and he sure proved it to me that it was me on the dating app, you get what I'm saying? And you know, and he was just saying, have a good Thanksgiving and all that. Y'all, this fool went off. What you mean? You met somebody in the store. Did you give him your phone number? Did you tell him to come over and eat Thanksgiving dinner with you? You talking to somebody you don't even know. I say, hold the fuck up. Who the fuck is you talking to? I said, you don't have no motherfucking woman over here. I can talk to who the fuck I want to talk to and when I want to fucking talk to them. I said, don't you ever talk to me like that. I said, motherfucker, you've been coming towards me ever since me and you been talking on this phone. I said, now it's time for me to get your punk ass. I said, you got me fucked all the way up. I said, you are a very evil narcissist man. I said, you're mad because you have a issue of stuttering. You mad because it's hard for you to get a woman because of your stuttering. You scared to go out and meet people. I said, you've been coming for me for time got better and I'm sick of your ass. I said, do you really think that you was going to keep on fucking with me and saying shit to me? I say, now you finna see how this shit is feel. I said, I never said nothing about that nasty ass beard you got on your face. I never said nothing about them motherfucking chopped up ass ground beef meat on top of your head. But you got a nerve to try to comfort me and all I've been is trying to be nice to you. I said, how dare you tell me I should have gave somebody my phone number that I don't even fucking know. Don't try me. And I said, matter of fact is this. I said, I'm done talking to you. I said, don't ever call my phone again. I said, I'm going to wish you all the luck in the world, because you're going to need it when you get out here and date, because you're never going to get anyone to love you or like you or want to be with you or marry your dry ass. I said, because you got a hateful heart and no one wants to deal with a hateful, bitter ass man. And I said, you take that shit and you eat it. Man, you guys, he's trying to chop in, but he ain't talking fast enough. Okay? He trying to come in on me, but he ain't talking fast enough. I'm reading his motherfucking ass for filth. You got me fucked up. You not gonna never do that again. And y'all, I hung my phone up and I never heard from him again. Thank God for that. The moral of this story is, you guys, be careful when you're on these dating apps, because you never know who you might meet. You got a bunch of weirdos out here on these dating apps, and they pretend to be somebody that they're really not. Okay? I tried it for the first time, and I said that I wasn't going to try it again. But I have. And I have met some nice gentlemen that got their shit on right, doing the right thing for themselves, you guys. So I'm not saying the dating app is for everybody, but I was saying that the dating app is not for me, because I just can't do it. Now, I have thought about getting on it again, but I'm just going to stay neutral. I'm not trying to get back on the dating app again. Okay? So, that being said, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this story time. If it's something that you want to ask me, get down in the comments, you guys. I would love to answer your questions, but be mindful, because this story was about me and only me, and I wanted to share with you guys. So, in the meantime, you guys, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay prayed up, because you got people out here have a evil heart and you don't even know it until you open it up, and then there it is. So I gotta go. I hope you guys love this story. Doing these videos are hard to do, but I am determined to stick with it as long as possible. So you guys keep me prayed up. Hope that I get lots of subscribers, lots of thumbs up, so I can get up to the top like everybody else does. All right, you guys. So I'm about to go, because I got to. Okay? But in the meantime, between time, you guys, shut my door. Oh! And baby, don't you ever forget to lock all the windows too. And make sure y'all pick up all y'all shit that y'all was eating, snacking, and drinking on. Because I done told y'all, don't leave your jujus and wham bams in my house. I'm out of here, y'all. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Yeah, that's it for the video, y'all. He used to love how to love me right. Oh, he used to know how to love me right. He used to know how to love me right. What y'all say? I'm still on the date now? Hell no. I said if I cannot meet him at the motherfucking hardware, at the motherfucking fish market, if he ain't standing in the line paying his mortgage bill, I don't want him. Bye-bye, y'all. Peace.